Okay, in today's Monday movement minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to work on loosening up our adductors and starting to bring some rotation into our movement. So rotation is super important for all of our movement, specifically swim, bike, run, and there are a lot of you who are restricted in your ability to rotate because and tight adductors will lead into that. Also, when your rib cage is locked down, we're going to be chipping away at this continually as we go forward. So what the movement minute looks like today, I'm going to be on my knees here. I have one leg straight out to the side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn and rotate my body. And as I'm doing this, I'm rolling my left leg over so that the top of my foot now is on the ground. And I'm going to look over to my right behind me. And I'm feeling a nice stretch here through my adductor as I do it. And then I'm going to roll myself back. I can flex. I can't see too well. I'm going to flex and point my foot a little bit. And then as I point my foot down, I roll my whole leg over, looking behind me this way. Again, feeling that nice stretch through the adductor, roll back, point and flex a little bit, just relax, roll over, look to the right. Let's do one more of those. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your whole leg to internally rotate the hip in the socket, which is a really important movement. It's a movement pattern that you're going to want to have in your ability to run. You will run better when you have this internal rotation, and to have your adductors not be extra tight on you allows for that. So now we've switched sides. My right leg is out to the front. Same thing. I'm going to rotate now to the left, and I'm rolling my whole leg over so the top of my foot is on the ground. As I look over, nice stretch to the adductor. Come back. You see my foot. I point and flex. And then as it's pointed, I just roll the whole leg over. Look back behind me. I'm going to rotate as far as I can. And notice as you do like 3 or 4 reps of this, if your ability to see further, so as I rotate this way and I turn my head around, can I see even further each time? That would be the goal. And if we're coordinating this with our breath, then I'm going to inhale as I open and turn. So this is where my inhale happens. And then I can exhale as I turn and come back. So once we've got our adductors a little bit loosened up, now I'm going to do another torso rotation drill. For some of you, you might find this to be really challenging. It's harder than it looks for some, but I'm on my hands and knees like this. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm just going to put it back behind me as I squat back some. I'm looking at my hand. And then I'm going to open up. I keep looking at my hand as I turn and put my hand up to the ceiling. So I reach to the ceiling. Now I reach back behind me again. I'm in like a child's pose here. I watch my hand and I turn it toward the ceiling. And I'm letting my whole torso rotate this way. Again, let's do that one more time. Squat back, hand back. Lift my hand up to the ceiling. If you have a hard time with that, if you're like, I can't do that, if you take your left knee and just scoot it back a couple inches, you might give yourself more room to do that open up. And if you need to put your knee back in order to get that rotation in, it's a sign that you do have adductors that are tight and restricting your movement. So keep working on that first move that we did before. All right, so let's switch sides. Now I'm going to take my left hand, as I come back into this child's pose. My left hand is behind me, and now reach up to the ceiling. Again, watching my hand. Bring that down. Again, inhale as I open up like this. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again, if you have a hard time with that, taking your right knee and putting it back a little bit will create more space for you to open that up. And then the last one we're going to do today is, again, another rotation drill. Rotation is super important. So I'm going to stay in this child's pose, and I'm going to put my hand on the back of my head like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try as much as I can to look up to the ceiling, and then I come back here, switch hands. So my left hand is now on the back of my head. I'm going to take my elbow and look up to the ceiling. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to rotate my whole torso. Like, let your hip start to do the movement with your shoulder. So I come back down. Right hand is on my head. I'm going to rotate my whole torso. Looking up to the ceiling, look at your elbow. Come back, see how far you can go. Again, the inhale happens here. Inhale. You rotate up to the side. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Left side. Inhale. Exhale. Those torso rotation drills are going to go a long way toward opening you up and helping you move better in everything you do.